Let's go to Baku now and bring in Ahmad Shahidov. He's the head of the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Good to have you on the programme. Let's talk about civilians who are trapped in the middle of this conflict. What is being done to protect them, and how is this impacting them right now?
Yes, good afternoon. I greet you from Baku, Azerbaijan. As you mentioned, tensions on the Armenian-Azerbaijani contact line escalated on Sunday, and the Armenian side's shelling of Azerbaijani civilian villages in the morning led to large-scale military operations. There are a lot of killed and wounded among the civilian population due to the intensive shelling by the Armenian side. And Armenian military units caused severe damage to civilian infrastructure as well. And in response, the Azerbaijan army launched large-scale military operations, and intensive fighting took place in all directions on the front line. And right now, tensions remain on the front. And especially Armenian military units are shelling the civilians, and there are a lot of civilian people killed and wounded. Armenian units target especially schools, kindergartens, and civil buildings. And official Azerbaijan officials appeal to international organizations because the behavioring of Armenians are against the international law and international Geneva conventions. And these days, many international organizations and countries are calling for an end to this tension between Armenia and Azerbaijan and the immediate start of peace talks.
Ahmed, I just want to jump in because we have just heard from the French presidential palace on this subject precisely. Yeah. France saying, France, of course, just a quick aside for our international audience, is part of the OSCE Minsk group that co-chairs with France, Russia and the US. And they're calling for, in the coming days, a meeting on Nagorno-karabakh to assess responsibilities and find a way out of the conflict. And that is from the French presidential palace. Your reaction to that?
You know, I don't think that there are any opportunities for a peaceful solution to this conflict, because all opportunities have been exhausted. Because for the last 30 years, Azerbaijan has always been a supporter of peace in the region, and there are 4 resolutions of the UN Security Council which support the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. Also, decisions of the OSCE, the Council of Europe, and other international organizations on the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan are not being implemented yet. And Armenia doesn't comply with international law.
Ahmed, on what you said at the beginning, you don't think there's a chance for a peaceful resolution to this conflict. So how does this end or move on from here?
You know, Azerbaijan has rights to restore its territorial integrity, and we are managing military operations, anti-terror operations on our its territory. And President Aliyev said that if Armenian soldiers don't want to die, they can go out from our territories. And Armenia have to comply with international law and respect the international law, UN Security Council resolutions, OSCE and Council of Europe and other international organizations statements about the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. And first of all, official Yerevan have to respect the international law, withdraw the armies from the occupied Nagorno-karabakh and other surrounded territories of Azerbaijan. Then Azerbaijan is ready for any peaceful negotiation between Armenia and Azerbaijan, because there are no need to fight to each other. We have to respect the international law, international conventions, and for last 30 years, Azerbaijan always been a supporter of peace. And there are 4 resolutions of UN Security Council which support the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan.
Ahmad Shahidov, we've covered a lot of territory on this in this conversation. Thank you very much indeed for your time and analysis.